Do you think there's a minutes range that you guys want to keep, with your playing time?
For me personally,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Obviously, I'm not in best condition yet. I've been out for a long time, so game condition is always a little bit different. But I'm going out there and play as hard as I can for as long as I can, and I got to set myself out if I can't go anymore.
And is that what you spent a lot of the off season doing? Is kind of building up, because last year you kind of wore down at the end of the season, but you were like asked to guard one of the toughest guys. So was that part of your off-season thinking in terms of kind of building up your stamina for longer stretches?
That too, but the number one thing was just to get rid of the Achilles problems, so I couldn't do as much as I wanted to do. But it's obviously a main focus. You want to be in the best shape possible. Yeah.
A couple things. First of all, last night, I don't remember what the play was, but you kind of doubled over, and it looked like you were still fighting some discomfort there.
Yeah, that's I noticed like one play before, that's when I should raise my hand, sub myself out, because I was really playing to exhaustion. And I knew immediately it was my mistake. I didn't even see the guy leaking out because it was a leak out dunk then. That's when I have to take myself out.
More importantly, we did a little research, which is always dangerous, but what does your last name mean translated to German?
It means glue.
Glue, right?
Yeah.
So, and J-Kid used that word several times yesterday to describe you. I don't know if he was trying to tip us off and what that meant.
I don't know either. I never talked to him about it, so you got to ask him.
But he believes you are that sort of a player for this team. So, is that something it just comes natural, or it's part
Well, first of all, that's a very high.
If your name means glue, you kind of have to be.
I don't have to be that's very high praise from our coach. Obviously there's a lot of responsibilities, and I take a lot of pride on the defensive end, so I have to do a better job on communicating, because yesterday we did some cleanups today on the court, but there were several situations where I was involved too, and it's not just always one person, it's everybody who has to talk and make sure that things are going the right way. But I take a lot of pride in defense, and I would say I can see things in scheme, so I have to do a better job communicating to everybody who's out there.
Trey said last night that this team is still searching for its defensive identity. What do you think he meant by that, and do you agree with that assessment and how you guys are trying to establish that defensive identity?
We have good defenders on the team. We have guys that are willing to play hard defense. They want to play physical. But like I said, there's small things like yesterday, a couple switches here and there, and miscommunications that we have to clean up, because obviously this is a team. We haven't been really fully healthy yet. It's a new coach and everything, but you got to come together, and sometimes in games you don't have the time to talk about it that long, so it has to be an automatic thing. And yesterday we had a couple situations, especially in the fourth quarter, down from 6 minutes to go, where we had small mistakes that we have to clean up, because that has to be an automatism for us basically.
As far as Cleveland's concerned tomorrow, what kind that they present in terms of their big lineup that they have that you guys will be looking to defend tomorrow?
Today we focus more on what we did wrong and focus on us, especially offensively and defensively, all the little details, because mostly it comes down to our basic rules, because every system that other opponents have, we have an answer to that. We just gotta be in that system and play to make the right play. So we're not really worried about their lineup or if they play tall or whatever. It's more about that we do the right thing, because then we can clean up and we can live with some shots.
Kind of an offbeat question, but there was a play last night in the first half. I can't remember if you were rebounding a follow or getting an alley-oop. You actually dunked, and before you even hit the ground, you pointed at somebody. Who were you pointing at?
I don't know. That was out of the moment. I just pointed at the bench. I dunked and I saw the entire bench jumping up, so I try to just be involved, get everybody hyped. I think if we can do stuff like that as a team, it gets everybody hyped and ready to play.
Takes some dexterity to do that. I thought it was pretty cool. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, good. Jess Armstrong has one on Zoom.
Hey, Maxi. I'm doing a feature on assistant coaches. I just want to know what it's been like working with Jared Dudley and him just playing last year. What's that relationship been like?
First of all, he's a very fun guy, and he's very experienced. So I'm doing actually videos with him before games, so he really helps me out a lot. All of the small adjustments that I make for the next game are because of him, because I watch videos. So he's really doing a great job. He obviously understands the game really well. He played super long. He played with the best players in the league. So I'll take as much as I can because he has all the knowledge, you know, that will help me to get better as a player.
All right, Tim Cato.
Hey, Maxi, does your defensive approach change, or do you kind of take into account the lineup around you when you sub into a game? I guess in some ways I mean like whether you're the only big on the floor or depending on who your big man partner is. But is there anything changes defensively about how you play depending on the teammates you have on the court, or is it strictly determined by kind of your matchup and you know, who the opponent is?
I think everything a little bit because obviously if I'm playing the 5, I'm going to guard the 5 guy. I'm more involved in a pick and roll. If I'm playing the 4, a lot of times I have more of a chance to like play help defense, and then it depends on the matchup. Is it a shooter or non-shooter, whatever, and depending on that I can help in more or not. So it always changes a little bit. I would say more on like the position I'm playing and the opponent that I have, and then our own lineup, you know.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're at your best when you do have that freedom to rotate onto the weak side and chase blocks? As
Yeah.
opposed to kind of, yeah.
I think I mean, obviously I like playing defense, doesn't really matter where, but I think for me, like it's cool to be on the weak side just because I also see everything and I can like talk to people where to be. It helps sometimes because you know, sometimes things happen so fast that you don't really see what position am I in. Am I the low man, the high help, or whatever? So when I'm low, I can see it and communicate better, obviously, than see the whole court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, man. And I guess the point when you dunk, that's got to be the new little
The new one?
call to the bench.
All right, I'll try to get more dunks
All
now.
right, thanks for your time, Maxi.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Enjoy.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.